Hi everyone, so today we're actually going to talk about the Freestyle program, and we're going to talk about the two factors that you'll need to be able to pass in order to be eligible for the full funding in Freestyle. Now the two factors we'll talk about today is the performance factor and the winning factor. The performance factor is where we actually judge your overall performance in the account, where we see how much you're actually risking in the account to the amount of profit that you're actually making at the end. And then the winning factor at the end is basically to see that you're actually a profitable trader at the end of the 100 trades. So we're quickly going to go first through the performance factor. Now the performance factor, how we actually come up with the actual factor is we will take the total profit, and this is your net profit at the end of your 100 trades, and we will divide that by your maximum floating drawdown. Now the maximum floating drawdown is that any time within your 100 trades, we will take that max drawdown your account went into, and we would actually use that at the end to take your total profit and divide that by that drawdown to give us a ratio number. Now here you can see we've got an example of a trader that actually made 10% in his account at the end of the 100 trades. But you actually see that he went into a max drawdown of 5%. Now he did that before he actually made break even and before he made the 10% profit. But what we will do when we're working out the performance factor is we'll take that 10%, we'll divide that by the 5%, and that will give us a performance factor of 2. Now this trader would be eligible for funding at the end of those 100 trades. Now, just because this trader actually made 10% doesn't mean that you have to make 10%. You can make a lot less and still be eligible for funding. And I've got an example of a trader that made a lot less in this next slide. So here you can see a trader. He actually was a total of profit of 1.8% at the end of his 100 trades. But we see that in one of his trades, he actually went into a maximum relative drawdown of 0.6%. So again, we take the maximum net profit at the end, divide that by the drawdown, which is 0.6, and that gives this trader a performance factor of 3. Now this is funny because this trader, even though he made less in the account, his performance was actually better than the trader that made 10%. Okay. Now, the next thing that we would actually talk about within the performance factor is the consistency threshold. So we're not looking for traders that make lucky trades or they're just putting random size on just to make a lot of profit. We want to see that you are actually staying consistent throughout the 100 trades. Now, how we do this is that we will take your average lot size and we'll actually times that by 2.5 to give a threshold, which is like a bit like a trading range. Now this threshold, if you see in the next slide, this is a moving threshold. So this is a line, you see here the risk threshold, and you see all of these 100 trades for this trader. Now this line will move up and down. Okay, so it's not static, it's not an absolute line, it will actually move. With the more size that you're putting on and the bigger your average lot size would be, the further this line would actually rise. And again, the opposite direction, if you are slowly decreasing the size of your positions, then you'll see this line actually decrease as well. Now, in this example, we have a trader that had a lot size of 4.8. and we actually times that by 2.5 to give us a lot threshold of 12. Now all of these trades on the right side are all profitable trades and they are under the lot threshold of 12. On the left side are all of the negative trades that weren't counted. Now as you see here, these are two trades that are in red. So after the 100 trades, these two trades will not actually be counted towards your performance factors. They won't be counted as in your net profit at the end. These trades won't be counted because they would show lucky trades. Now, let's say this trader, what he could have done is he could have made a higher volume in his average lot size, and eventually at these 100 trades, if he increased his lot size, then he would have been able to get these in as well. But at the end of the 100 trades, his average lot size was 4.8, which gave him the threshold of 12. So he actually couldn't get these in at the end. But that's important to know that this line is not static. This is not a limit of how much size you can put on a trade. It's just showing a specific trading range that can be increased, but it also can decrease. Now, the winning factor is the simplest factor out of everything. It's just we want to see how many trades you are winning out of the 100 trades that you have made. Now, what's a winning trade? Now, a winning trade is a trade that basically is 33% of your average trade profit, let's say. Now, the winning factor, so the number of winning trades you need to make is 30 out of the 100. So that's all you need is 30 winning trades and you'll be eligible for funding. But a winning trade will only be considered only if the P&L of the trade is above 33 of your average profit. And we've got an example here just to show you. Brilliant. So we've got a trader here that has done his 100 trades. You see his risk threshold is probably about 0.9, and you see these trades weren't counted. Now, this average profit threshold as well, this is actually going to mark all the trades that weren't in that 30%, 33% profit mark. You see here, so the number of winning trades this trader had was 50. Average profit of these was 500. So each trade that is below 165 were not counted towards his winning trades. So you see all of these trades here were below the 165 profit that he needed to make. And you see all of these were all the profits that actually were higher than 165. And then he was profitable and he was past that factor. Let's see if I can go back. I want to just show this again. So there you see, you got your risk threshold, so all the trades above that will not be counted towards your performance factor. On these trades here that were below his winning factor threshold, then those won't be counted towards his winning trades. So we don't want to see break-even trades. We want to see trades that have actually a good reflection on your ability as a trader. Now, are you eligible? Performance factor, if you have a performance factor is equal or over 2, and you have a winning factor of equal or over 30, so you have 30 out of the 100 trades are winning, then you are eligible for funding. Now, a performance factor, if you have a performance factor under 2, then you will have a free reset, and a performance factor under 0, so if you're in negative equity, then that will be a termination. Now, if it's your first time trading the Freestyle program, it's your first ever account, you are able to get that free reset even if you are in negative equity. But if you do decide to actually do the Freestyle again, if you're not successful the first time and you do decide to do it again, then you will only be eligible for the free reset as long as you are in positive equity. Okay. Now, when can I reset? So on your first Freestyle account, you can reset even if you are in drawdown from the second account, as long as your equity value is positive. So you can use this as your free reset. You have one free reset per account. Now you can do that on your dashboard. You've got to make sure when you are doing your free reset that you haven't got any open positions. Soon as you are flat in your account and you haven't got any open positions and you still got a free reset, you can go there and you can click the button. You'll be able to get the free reset straight away. Brilliant. Guys, that's it. Well, good luck and have a successful, I want you to have a successful time in the Freestyle program. If you have any questions, you can always speak to us at help@thefivers.com and I can explain anything that you need, any questions that you have. Best of luck, guys, and we'll see you soon.